Hello, and welcome to the very first in the series of the featured gaming presented by myself, TonyFuel. Today I will be taking a look back through the Tekken series to find the most ridiculous playable characters in Tekken to date. The first on our list of incredibly ridiculous characters is none other than the little dinosaur known as Gon. If being a whole person shorter than the rest of the characters in the game wasn't ridiculous enough, how about farting in your face when he has you right where he wants you? Hailing from the cult manga, insert manga name here, Gon was an odd but worthy addition as a bonus character in Tekken 3. Whilst many complain that his stature makes him a bad choice for a serious fight, others argue that mastering the little dinosaur's moveset is the path to spiritual enlightenment. The second on our list is Roger and Alex, a genetically enhanced kangaroo and raptor, in a fighting game about a dysfunctional family of devil-possessed and obsessed fighters who want to kill their own kin. Here's looking at you, hey Archie. Maybe it's not actually that ridiculous in hindsight, but when Tekken 2 first came out, and you hadn't completed the game yet, suddenly you would randomly get challenged by Alex, a raptor. The third on our list is none other than the great fighter himself, Paul Phoenix. That hairdo, though. Highest of the fades and highest of the played. I didn't put Paul on this list because of his legendary hairdo, though, but rather his sheer tenacity to want to achieve, arguably, the impossible. To become the king of Iron Fist Tournament. The game even acknowledges this in Tekken 4, when it is revealed that Paul, in fact, was the first to beat Ogre, but was far too hasty to claim victory, which allowed Ogre to transform into his true form, and to pave the way for Jin to finish him off ultimately. Exceptionally strong, a mighty American brawler, martial artist. That was a bit of a convoluted sentence. His strength so incredibly strong from the very first fighting game that his sub-boss in Tekken 1 and 2 is none other than the brown bear known as Kumar. Paul is arguably the most consistent character in the Tekken series, from appearance to fighting style to moveset, which is to become the greatest fighter in the universe. Tekken 5 took this to the next level of utter mockery, having Paul win the tournament only to have to single-handedly battle an alien invasion that he causes. The fourth on this list, and I think after the last character you might have suspected this, is Kumar. Kumar Jr. and Panda, or the Kumas. Loyal pets to Heihachi Mishima, and lifetime rival of Paul Phoenix, Kumar was really the first ridiculous character in the series. During the development of the game, Kumar was to be equipped with salmon as a weapon, which would later be a purchasable item in Tekken 7. Whilst the first two Kumars were rather brutish in appearance and demeanour, by the time the third game begins, Kumar Jr. is a rather more, let's say, humanised and kempt bear than his parents were. He now has a love interest in a cute panda woman, who wants nothing more to do with him. And fifth on this list is Dr. Boskonovich, who I will now be calling Dr. B. Dr. B, what a badass. An Einstein-like scientist notable for his friendship with Yoshimitsu, Dr. B is tenacious, to say the least, partaking in the tournament despite his debilitating scoliosis, fighting as much as he can until he falls over, at least. Still, no move is too underhanded for the kind-hearted scientist. With a sharp mind, he was enlisted to help fix the broken Jack prototype from Tekken 1 by Kazuya in Tekken 2, but found more interest in it himself due to his research attempt to try to revive his deceased daughter. So great is this desire that by the time Tekken 6 comes along, he creates the android known as Alicia, who is modelled in his dead daughter's image. And number 6 on this ridiculous list is Devil. I want to suck your blood. Spawn of Satan himself. The corrupt form of Kazuya Mishima, a purple-skinned satanic hooligan. Was Kazuya made for a formidable boss himself, his devil form was on a level of utter ridiculousness that in some way made sense. There was a need after Tekken 2 to create some form of surprise in the challenge from the boss that was Heihachi in the first game. Devil wasn't just a shock in appearance alone though. The demon had an over-the-top block, could fly, and could even fire laser beams from his eyes! To top this off, Devil's alternative outfit was Angel, the personification of the good side of Kasua's soul. This was a fantastic juxtaposition. Whilst the god of fighting was a formidable and even fearsome foe, his true complete form was somewhat of a joke in appearance and moveset. Whilst certainly more powerful than his incomplete form, he was much slower and arguably less impressive of a boss. However, Tekken 3 had to top Tekken 2 somehow, and when you had already fought a demonic man beast, why not have you go the next level and fight a demonic man moth instead? Truly, a jester of Mr. Ridiculous Cast. And that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Please look forward to more coming soon from myself, TonyFuel.